Hello, Fude friends! As 2023 comes to an end, I wanted to share my Fude favorites from this year. This video is for the ultra luxury category. All of these brushes are on the highest price range for Fude. My next video, part 2, will be for eye brushes and face brushes that are priced a little more reasonably. The ones in this video are the most expensive brushes I acquired this year that I think are worth it. For me, that means I believe these brushes will stand the test of time and become lifelong treasures, pieces of art that I will appreciate and enjoy for many years to come. I am cognizant of the fact that these are very expensive brushes, which is why I will tell you up front that you do not need any of these. But if you're looking for something fancy or curious to know which of my luxury brush purchases came out as my faves for 2023, here they are. I am listing them in no particular order as I couldn't possibly rank them. First up is the Cudo Rabbit Plum Blossom brush set. This brush set retailed for $325. Given this high price, I had high expectations for these, and my expectations were met. Of the Lunar New Year releases, this one was by far my favorite. There's a lot to like here. A remarkable handle with cute little bunnies and flowers, a very classic and multi-purpose brush shapes, and good quality red squirrel hair. I couldn't ask for a more beautiful set. There is a theme in all of my selections, and it is that these brushes combine premium high quality hairs with some sort of decorative or traditional handle. The brushes in this set are all very easy to use. The cheek brush is great for blush, precise powder. You can use it for bronzer, but it is a little small. And you may be asking, what is so special about a round cheek brush? It's the softness and the quality of the red squirrel hair. The same is true of the eye brushes. They are super soft, and I like how they are not too thin or flimsy, which can happen with soft squirrel hair in shader brushes. Next up is the Ihoo Miko powder brush. Along with this one, I would also include the Beautylish Lunar New Year Rabbit Maquille handle powder brush. That one is a little cheaper, so it will likely show up in the part 2 video. Either powder brush is great, and I would go with the handle design that speaks to you more. As a collector, I enjoy the pretty handles with the intricate designs, and this one is crisp and intricate. Here is a close-up of the glossy black handle. The hair softness on this one also exceeded my expectations. It is 100% squirrel hair. However, I found the hair to be softer than what I am used to in current squirrel hair releases. The only downside I can think of for this brush is that the handle is a little on the shorter side. I will see if it's still available, and if so, link it below. Next is the Tanseido Aka Series Red Squirrel Face Brushes. I have a dedicated video of the Aka series. The standout brushes to me were the Red Squirrel Face Brushes. I have selected the AC28 Face/Cheek Brush, which I purchased, and the AQ20 Cheek Brush, which was very kindly gifted to me by Fude Beauty. Let's start with the AC28. This is a medium-size face brush, which can be used for all over powder and also blush and bronzer. The hairs are so delicate that I tend to only use it for finishing powder, but it can be used for a soft application of color products. The AQ20 is a medium-sized cheek brush. It is a good size, and it will work best with very pigmented products. Again, because it is so soft, you can create a very diffused application of those pigmented products. Please see my Aka series video for really in-depth overview of this brush. These are the same brushes as the Tanseido Red Squirrel brushes that are offered in their standard black, blue, and red handles. The only difference is the handle color. They also came out with a bamboo handle series. I think if you can get them in a special handle, it makes these brushes feel even more special. Enough about the handles, which I do really enjoy. especially the red gradient ombre of the Aka series. But what really makes these brushes special is again the red squirrel hair. Please do not underestimate it. I'm tempted to say it is the softest squirrel hair on the market you can buy right now. If you have sensitive skin and enjoy using only the softest brushes, please look into these. Now we have the most expensive brush that I purchased this year. This is the Yakussui powder brush. It is a very expensive brush and it had a large price increase from its initial release at the Fude festival, but I didn't buy it back then and I was happy to have a second chance to get it. The brush is made from very soft silver fox hair. It is softer than my Chikuhodo FO and Zen series hair. The ferrule is coated in 24 karat gold, and of course the handle is the rare Yakussui wood. As a collector, this item happens to combine a lot of my favorite elements in one luxurious brush, which is why it made sense for me to pick up. My only slight disappointment with the brush was that the wood handle was not as fragrant as some of my other Yakussui brushes. Overall, I am very happy to own this one, and I know that years later, I will be glad I was able to budget it in this year. My last brush purchase is actually another very expensive brush. It is the Cudo Sakura 2023 Saibi Koho brush in the red handle. I was also able to get it in the black handle version from Fude Beauty. I believe that will be the all squirrel version, but it's not shipping until the end of December. I will pin a comment below to let you know how I feel about it and if I feel I can include it in this best of list. The red handle version of the brush is made from 100% Saibi Koho goat, which is the highest grade of goat hair available. This hair type is very expensive, it always has been, and not many brushes are made from it. The handle has a red and gold gradient with a cherry blossom branch and cherry blossom flowers scattered throughout, and this design is created using a maquille technique. The packaging is also very nice. The wood box incorporated some of the cherry blossom theme, and it's nice for storing. Like all of the other brushes in this video, this brush combines exquisite hair quality with an easy to use functional shape and a beautiful handle. I purchased this brush because I wanted a Saibi Koho brush with a different shape. This has more of a candle shaped taper, and because good quality goat hair is becoming harder to find. The hair is very fine, the hair tips are delicate and have a translucent sheen at the tips. I think it's very high quality hair, perhaps some of the best goat hair you can buy right now. And in terms of using the brush, the candle shape is very versatile. It's nice for targeted powder, blush, and bronzer. You can use the top of the brush to swipe on product, but also the sides, and have more of a press and roll technique. I intend to use my brush mostly for finishing powder. It can be used with colored products, but as a word of caution, if you do use it with color products, make sure you wipe it down after frequent use, and perhaps even think about testing it for staining, testing the product to make sure it doesn't stain your goat brushes. I would hate for your Saibi Koho hairs to be stained if that is something you care about. Those were my best luxury Fude of 2023 purchases. The most premium brushes I am happy to have been able to add to my collection. Please let me know what your best of 2023 brushes are, and stay tuned for part 2 where I touch on more brushes at a much lower price range. As always, thank you for watching and see you soon.